Hey everyone, Coach Investor, we're back to another video for today. So in today's video, we're going to go over everything you need to know about the upcoming Duolingo IPO. They recently filed to go public, so we're going to go over every major key point you need to know before you might decide to invest in that company. I'm sure most of you have heard about Duolingo before. Maybe you are using it right now to learn a new language, or maybe to improve a language you already know. If you do, please let me know down in the comments below what language you are learning through Duolingo or maybe through one of their competitors. Let me know down in the comments below. I'm currently learning Spanish, so maybe in future videos, I'll throw some Spanish words here and there. But before I jump into this video, I just want to thank everyone that has been subscribing lately. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, maybe hit that subscribe button. And if you like these videos, leave it an early thumbs up, as it really helps me out grow the channel and get my videos out there. I would also like to thank the Motley for sponsoring this video. And again, these are my views and my views only. The Motley is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You guys know I love finding new investing tools and resources to help me find the latest growth stock and innovative company. And right now I have a discount for one of my favorite services, the Full offers. Through the Motley Fool's stock advisor service, you get access to a ton of expert stock picks. Every month you'll get 2 picks that are aimed at growing your wealth and to help you realize your financial goals. Stock Advisor's average stock picks have returned over 500%. If growing your money is something you'd like to do more this year, you can visit www.fool.com/couchinvestor or click on the link below for access to my special offer and decide if Stock Advisor is right for you. Now let's dive into this. Now, before I jump into their latest financials, just an FYI for the Robinhood users. Robinhood is allowing you to get access to the IPO through their app. So maybe if you're interested in Duolingo, go check that out. Now, let's jump into their financials. So first up, revenues, Q1, $55 million, jumped almost 100%. Obviously, with that came an increase in cost of revenues, but gross profit more than doubled. So we're fine with that. Something very interesting is that the research and development, the R&D, they're spending almost 40% of their revenue on that. So keep an eye on this metric for future references. Obviously spending a lot on sales and marketing as well. Right now also their gross margins are at 73%. So still pretty high. Now for net loss, it's very interesting and maybe that can help us in the future as well. You can see 2019 revenues of $70 million, cost of revenues 20. Now 2020, obviously with the pandemic and everything going on, their revenues doubled, cost of revenues doubled as well. But with all of that, their net loss has not really changed that much drastically. Even though they are spending more, etc., we can see that their revenues are obviously accelerating much faster than their costs. Alright, now let's talk about the interesting stuff. What makes Duolingo's business actually pretty interesting and a pretty interesting investment to make. So right now, there are actually 1.8 billion people in the pool of potential language learners, according to Holon IQ. Duolingo has approximately 40 million monthly active users that use the app for free and 1.8 that subscribe to Duolingo Plus. Duolingo Plus being obviously the paid subscription side. Most of the users on the platform use Duolingo for free. How do they make money out of that? Through advertising, through you spending money on the app. Maybe if you want an extra life, you can spend gems on a couple of other things. So there's the gamification part of it that comes with it as well. You have streaks, you have crowns, hearts, leaderboards. So when you're learning, you're actually competing with other people and that might incentivize you to learn even more and maybe even switch to a premium model. Now the premium side, the subscription side, accounts for about 72-73% of the revenue. The other 17% comes from advertising on the platform, and then the rest comes from their English learning test, which we're going to talk about in a bit. Now, like I said at the start of this video, obviously Duolingo has gained a lot of traction, a lot of new users, thanks to the pandemic. A lot of people are staying at home, maybe homeschooling as well. So that resulted in more subscribers, more paying users. But what's interesting is that as monthly active users grew, so does the percentage of paid subscribers. Sometimes you can grow monthly active users, those free users, but that won't actually translate in a higher percentage of paid users. Usually when you grow your free users, that percentage of paid users actually goes down. But in this case, it actually goes up, which is a pretty positive sign. There are also now more people that are choosing to use the yearly subscription instead of the monthly or the 6 months one. The 6 months actually will fade away, I think, this year, so it's only going to be 1 month or a full year. Now, another great feature of Duolingo is Duolingo ABC. If you're a parent, maybe you have already used it. It's meant for kids up to the age of 6 to help them with their literacy, help them with their writing skills, maybe reading skills, drawing skills as well. I think this segment can grow a lot in the future as we move towards a more a broader acceptance of EdTech, schools using technology to help kids learn better. High schools, university, etc. are all using those kinds of platforms to maybe improve the experience of learning. The company eventually plans to launch a Duolingo Proficiency score so that where you want to apply to university abroad or in the United States, you can maybe show a certification or a test result that you made on Duolingo, and that would be widely acceptable to get maybe a pass on an English course, a Spanish course, or whatever. They did something already similar last year and 2 years ago with the Duolingo English test. It's a test that costs around $50 or so. In 2020, over 344,000 individuals took the Duolingo English test. That's a whole lot more than in 2019, where there were just 17,000. Obviously, again, most of the people that were staying at home probably chose that option. Now, just to show you how popular this actually is already, as of May 2021, over 3,000 higher education programs around the world accept Duolingo English test results as proof of English proficiency for international students' admissions. These include 17 of the top 20 undergraduate programs in the United States, according to the US News and World Report. For example, Yale, Stanford, MIT, Duke, and Columbia. So it goes without saying, it's already widely accepted that Duolingo is a quality player, a quality program to learn new skills, new languages that is acceptable in one of the highest universities out there. And lastly, before we jump into the risk, Duolingo said that they are looking to acquire other companies to maybe broaden their portfolio, something that Kahoot, a competitor, has done as well. So that's pretty good to know, pretty interesting, because I think in the past they were reluctant to buy new companies to add to their portfolio. So that's another very good positive points. Now jumping into the risk factors, obviously the most common ones are people not using the app anymore, people not subscribing to Duolingo Plus. So obviously the company will not make money. And that's obviously the number one risk factor. Number two is they'll stop innovating, they'll stop improving their platform. So maybe another company will come along and steal all of their users, or maybe nobody will use Duolingo anymore, so they'll just go to a competitor, an existing competitor already. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about these risk factors, and also what you think about Duolingo. Do you think this is going to be a very good investment? Right now, valuation I think should be and will be around $6 billion or so. Obviously, if this gains popularity, you can obviously guess this is going to go up and up on the day of listing, like most popular IPOs. I think the last valuation was around 2.4 billion, but since then they have obviously increased revenues by 100% or so. So I obviously think the valuation will also double by 100% or maybe even more. So let me know down in the comments below what you think about Duolingo. Will you buy it? Will you just look at it? Are you a user? Let me know down in the comments below. That will be it for this video. If you liked it, consider leaving a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, maybe hit that subscribe button. And as always guys, take care, stay safe, and see you all in the next video. Bye bye.